Quick response time attendance. Our objective is to give a more convenient way in getting the time in and time out or time log of a user in their respective establishment or company through scanning a QR code. The importance of this project is innovate a more practical way on getting the attendance of the employees. During this pandemic, this system would be the most helpful program for reducing the close contact interaction and logging in on the employee's time card. Who is our target customer? First, establishment that monitors incoming and outgoing individuals like schools, hospitals, hotels, and restaurants. Next is companies that uses time in or time out method for their employees. Similar or existing project. QR code attendance for classroom and employees. This is a 2HAC Studio technology that generates a QR code for students and employees to be scanned and monitored in a website and also in their devices such as Android phone and iOS phone. So what are the functions of the QRTT? Following, these are the functions. Creation of account or registration. The admin will be the one creating an account for a new user. Next, the created account will generate a card which is the ID for the user and a QR code. Next is login for admin. Once the admin logs in, he or she will get to access all the system settings and all the functions of the system. Scanning of the QR code. This is the main function of our system. This will work when a designated role will be on who will scan the QR code for the time in time out of an employee. Adding a new department / branch. This function is for adding a department / branch for a specific set of employees. Editing the company page. This function is built whenever a company changes its logo and other important details. Attendance report. This function, the admin or the assigned employee will see the attendance report of all the employees. Manual attendance. This function is built for unexpected crash or bug the QR scanner. The admin can also set the attendance for each employee manually. Generate QR code. QR code will be generated right after the registration. This function needs the device ID or IMEI of the user's device. That IMEI will serve as the ID for the QR code. Our methodologies. We use Sublime Text Tree as an IDE system or integrated development environment of the system. On our front end, we use HTML5, CSS, and Bootstrap. Our APIs or application programming interface are Composer, PUE, and JSON.
This is the entity relationship diagram of our system. So as you can see, the table users has its indexes, tracking, assigned user role, and salary. The other table is the user role connected to the assigned module. We did not create foreign key to other table because we do not want to affect some data that has to be deleted or edited. This is the flowchart of the main function of our system. So as you can see, the admin side, these processes are login, register employee, generate ID and QR code for employee, scan for employees' time attendance, and the manual attendance. So for the employee, processes are login, view attendance report, view employee visit, print ID with QR code, scan QR for time attendance, and then update attendance. After logging out, that's the end process of this flowchart. Now I will show you the GUI and the testing of our working project. So this is the login page. We will log in as admin to see the full functionality of our system. So this is the employees who visited and the attendance status of the employees. We will fix that now. So in the users, we have permission, role management, users and defined roles. We have also manage branch, preferences. This is under preferences, we have system settings and the get QR. And the employees, we have register, search, print card, mark attendance, salary, manual attendance, and leave management. In the report, we have the attendance report and the attendance sheet. So these are the things that you will see in the admin page. When you click this, you will just refresh your page. So this is the company logo, and this is the department or the company branch. So this is the GUI for the admin, and when you click profile, you will see the update profile where the admin can update or edit his profile. Okay, we will go now into the users GUI. So for the users GUI, we will log in as one of the users. Okay, so these are the things that you will see in the users GUI. Here we have the print card and mark attendance and the attendance sheet. Also, they will also see the employees who visited and their attendance status. So in profile, once again, they can update their profile here. Okay. Now for the testing of our project, I'm going to log in as an admin. Okay. So here in the users, we have the permissions. This is where the administrator will grant an access to a specific role of a user or an employee. So for example, the employee can only access print card, mark attendance, and the attendance sheet. We can also change that by deselecting this and updating the user role. Okay, so for the role management, we can add as many roles as we want and delete and edit the roles. So for the demo, I'll just show you. We're going to delete this one. Enable the status, add role, and you will see now in the edit, okay. For the users, you can register a new employee here, and also you will see the list of the existing users or employee of this website. So I have created this a while ago before doing this demo, and In the defined roles, here, the admin will be the one to update the application roles of each employee. Okay. So again, every role has a restriction of the functions in the website. When we go to the manage branch, we will see this. We can create a new branch or a new department, and this will be listed here. Okay. For the system settings, this is the company settings. You can edit the company name, title, and also you can also on and off the status of every company. Okay. So for example, you have a branch in other country, so you can just on that and you will see all the employees that is applied in that specific establishment or company. Okay, so that is the use of that. Look at QR. Okay, so this is just simply a QR code, but that's not a QR code for the every employee. We have a different QR code for every employees. And here in the employees, everything that you will see here, you can also see in the main page, except for the leave management. Okay. So in the attendance report, you will see the time in and time out of the employees who are the absents, the attendance sheet. Okay. It's like a calendar. You can see here the time in and time out also of the employee. So yeah. So all of these are working. When we search an ID, for example, okay, you'll be able to get an ID for the employee, his ID and his QR code. And for the mark attendance, okay, for the mark attendance, we'll just scan here. Yeah, the attendance is already marked, as you can see. And when we refresh that, we will see that John Kyle Kahulaw is or visited the branch and get his time in. Okay. Now we will see that Kyle has his time out. Okay. So that's all for the time in and time out using QR code. Our references for this system is GitHub, Stack Overflow, and W3 Schools. So W3 Schools is mostly front-end, and GitHub and Stack Overflow help us to build our back-end. System developers of our program for front-end is John Kyle Kahulaw, and for back-end it's Nicole Shane Palo.